everyone. It's the day before Thanksgiving. You might call this Thanksgiving Eve, and I have some thoughts about Thanksgiving that I thought I would share today. And for me, Thanksgiving feels like in some way like a reverent holiday in some way. I don't enjoy big gatherings of paper plates on Thanksgiving, meaning I know people who want to have everybody over and then it turns into paper plates. For me, it's a smaller group gathered around a table with the china, and maybe that's because that's what I was raised with. There were very few Thanksgivings that we spent outside of just our immediate family, even though everybody was with like an hour of each other. That was reserved for Christmas. And like I said, Thanksgiving was just the small group of us. And every Thanksgiving, this turkey right here, this ceramic turkey, was on the table, and so I call it it's Mom's turkey. And I believe it was a gift when my parents got married from somebody. Sometimes I might be confusing things, and she's not here to tell me otherwise, but I believe that was a gift from the principal of the school where she taught. And the other thing that we'll use tomorrow, my mom's, would be this, is it Pyrex or Fire King? I don't know, and I can't see right now. I can't see any of my glasses. And this is what she always made stuffing in. There were two of these. One had meat and one didn't. I think the other one, I'm not sure if we gave it away or it broke, but I know there were a couple others over the years, but we still have, and there was a matching one that she put the Jello in. That we usually didn't have Jello on Thanksgiving, but we will put the stuffing in that tomorrow. And so, you know, I think that when I go into estate sales, what I often think of is that maybe these objects don't mean much to those of us walking in, but they meant something to that person. Particularly, what's interesting is you get to the end of a sale and you find a lot of this stuff is still there because people don't want china, they don't want silver, they don't want serving things because they use paper plates. But for me, this is what our memories, our lives are built on, things around the table, and having these are things that, you know, these are things my mom used, and this is my way of bringing my mom in here with us tomorrow. And over here, this was my grandmother's, and this is what my sister reminded me that she would serve the kielbasa in, and that would have been Christmas or Easter. The tablecloth is something I found at an estate sale. I'm sorry you can't see the pattern so well. Here, I'll hold up one of these. And it was brand new in the package still, and it had a Marshall Fields price tag. I believe the people in the house, the man was a state senator. And the funny thing about this is about 2 weeks ago, I found the same thing in orange. I found two of these napkins for 50 cents each. And you might say I pretty much dove for those at the sale. I don't know that anybody else wanted them, but I did. So my next day, I'm hoping one day I can find the tablecloth to match, and so it's like throwing it out to the universe right now. This chafing dish here is what I call a recent acquisition, and you can see that it opens. I was so excited to bring this home, not something I need or have a place for, but if you can kind of see, it has a deep divided dish. Unfortunately, as I was taking it out of the car, I managed to break it. And fortunately, because I have a birthday coming up, my sister Karen kindly bought me a new Pyrex glass insert, which you could find online. So we were able to fix that. And even though we don't really need it for 3 of us tomorrow, I am gonna use it. A couple of things. The plates belong to Greg's Argentine grandmother. So these are from Argentina. These are the plates she used in Argentina. And my friend Bonnie, once a year that I bring out the gravy boat, this was her gravy boat. We're going to use her plates for dessert. They're Franciscan Cloud 9, but I always have the gravy boat as well. I think it's the only gravy boat I have actually. And then one other thing I'll point out, that not everything in here is sort of old or vintage, whatever you want to call it. The Kate Spade vegetable bowl, which will be used for mashed potatoes tomorrow, is new. When Greg and I got married, that was our china, and we were lucky that people were kind to us and bought us everything essentially that we asked for. We didn't get the sets, we got sort of the a la carte. I didn't want the coffee cups and saucers because we wouldn't use those. And so that was the one thing that we got free as a gift for getting everything else. So, you know, and a few other things, just some really fun vintage glasses that I have these in green, so you may have seen these in photos before. And the dress is Fabric Merchants fabric. It's Liverpool. You've seen it before, whether La Palma dresses or also the tunic cover-ups. And this is the Mandy dress, and I've added sleeves, so to go for the cooler weather. And if anyone thinks, I had someone ask if I made anything other than summery dresses, well, I'm working on it. Sleeves are a little harder to make when you're trying to do it so you can have them for people to buy other than to be custom. And I think we all kind of have our preferences in how long the sleeves are as well. I know that there's many people out there who are experiencing the first holiday without a loved one this year, and I always think it's important for those of us, you know, I've obviously had losses too, but for those of us who are going through this holiday without a very recent loss, to really think of those who are going through the first holiday season without a loved one. This is like the kickoff to me of that holiday season. And so I wish you all peace and a happy Thanksgiving.